century home.
Electric bill, gas bill, water. Well, hi, I'm Craig Miller. How would you like to get all of these out of your life pretty much forever? Well, we met a fellow in Texas who's managed to do it, and yet he still has all the creature comforts that we've come to expect. How? Well, welcome to the 21st century home, unplugged. Paul Bro has made a declaration of independence. He's completely unplugged his home from the utility grid and into a more sustainable and more secure way of life.
By using the rain, the sun, the wind for ventilation and so forth, you can design a house that can be lived in the 21st century and beyond.
Paul has christened his house Chez Soleil, home of the sun, because like tomorrow's homes, it draws on the sun for all the comforts of home.
These are my photovoltaic solar modules, and they provide all my electrical needs. This is one of the reasons why I'm completely off-grid. Since I designed a very efficient house through the passive means and so forth, I was able to design a reasonable size photovoltaic electrical system which provide my electrical needs for the entire house.
And a few other things that no 21st century home could do without.
This is my solar hot water heating system, and this is the actual collector, which is a very efficient way of heating water. Whenever the sun shines, the pump automatically kicks on and pumps water through the collector here, and it is a very efficient way of heating it.
Oh yeah, hot and cold running water. Not exactly a gee whiz feature until you realize there are no water lines coming in here.
Well, even here in the middle of Texas, we get enough rain on average to be able to use rainwater exclusively for water needs. And in fact, I have a rainwater harvesting system, which of course when it rains, the roof is my collector, but the water runs off the roof into a series of gutters and into some collection tanks, after which I pump the water up to this cistern up here on top of the hill, which holds about 11,000 gallons, and that holds a month's worth of supply of water for me. And this is high enough above the level of the house where I get a natural pressure just from gravity. I just draw it out of this cistern whenever I use it through a series of filters, and I use the water for everything.
By now you're picking up on a pattern here. Nothing flows into Chez Soleil from outside the property lines, and for that matter, not much flows out.
Sewage is something we also have to deal with out here, especially when you don't have any sewage lines. And so what I have here, in addition to the regular septic system, we've added a constructed wetlands, which is what this is here. It's got a liner with a bunch of rocks on top, a bunch of nice plants, elephant ears and giant phragmites and so forth, that basically the roots grow directly into the rocks. There's no dirt. It cleans up the effluent so that the discharge water is much cleaner coming out into the ground tubes into the drain field. And it's an elegant way of cleaning up your wastewater.
Chez Soleil blazes a new trail, so to speak, with its uncommon approach to power, water, and sewage. But some of the most effective engineering here is pretty much common sense.
Chez Soleil also incorporates a lot of passive solar design. In particular, here on the south side, I have a number of overhangs which are designed to shade the windows on this side of the house during the summer months to keep the sun completely out of the house. During the winter, of course, the sun is low enough to where the sunshine gets in the house, thereby helping heat the house.
Solid design concepts that make a clear difference in the energy efficiency of a home.
I'm using double pane windows through all the windows in the house. In between the two panes is an inert gas. Also, there's a low emissivity coating on the windows which basically reflects heat both ways. In the summertime, it keeps the heat out. In the wintertime, it keeps the heat in. But especially in the winter, it allows the sunshine to come inside the house as it is now and hit the floor here, which is a scored and dyed concrete foundation floor, which acts basically as a solar collector. It is absorbing heat now and it re-radiates the heat later on.
For those times when nature isn't quite enough, the fireplace and propane space heaters pick up the slack. Paul hasn't had to sacrifice comfort or convenience to live his unplugged lifestyle. He's even found an eco-friendly way to combat mosquitoes.
Okay, well, in keeping with the concept and strategy of not using a lot of chemicals and things that are harmful to the environment, for my mosquito control system, instead of pesticides, I use bats. And I have 5 bat houses set up in this area under the house so that the bats can move in and feed off all the mosquitoes they want, and they're happy, I'm happy, and the mosquitoes are the only things that aren't happy, I guess. So.
Whether the backyard bat house will catch on is still up in the air. But as builders and developers catch on, some of Paul's unplugged design concepts should be coming soon to a model home near you.
21st Century Foam.